To finish this project, let's learn how to conditionally set some text inside elements and also how to conditionally set class names. So if we take one final look at our final project, the only difference is that this pizza here that is sold out has this text of sold out instead of the price, and the whole element here is kind of grayed out. So just to show that it's not available. And so let's now do that. So right now we have this line of code here, which makes it so that the sold out pizza is not even displayed. So let's start by getting rid of that. And so now we are ready to conditionally display some text. And we are going to do it right here. So the difference between what we did before is that before we did conditionally render this entire element here. But now that's not what we want. Now we already know that we want this span element here, but we don't want the content yet. And so let's now conditionally set that. And that's very easy. So once again, we are going to use our ternary operator. So let's say pizza object dot sold out. Then the text here should be, and now what do you think we need here? Well, it's just a string, actually. So sold out, and if not, then we want the pizza's price. Give it a save, and yeah, nice, that worked. Let's just make it uppercase. It should be handled by the CSS, but we can also just do it like this. All right. So let's again appreciate the difference here. So we're not setting the element conditionally, which of course we could. Let's just quickly do that, because why not? So we could say if pizza object dot sold out, then display this span with sold out, and if not, then display the span with pizza dot price. So the result is going to be exactly the same as we see down here, but what we did is fundamentally different. So here we already know that we want a span element, we just don't know yet the content. While here, we apparently also don't know yet what element we want. Though in both cases, we are then using a span. And so I think it's a lot better to do it like this. So to conditionally set the text content of an element, this is way cleaner in my opinion. But just for reference, I will leave this one here as well. Okay, and now finally, as for the class name, whenever the pizza is sold out, we can add the sold out class to the li, which will then make it grayed out. Let me show that to you. We can simply add it to all of them. And so then you see, this is the result we are going for. But of course, we only want this part here whenever the pizza is actually sold out. So let's again use our ternary operator for that. So this is how we're going to do it. We will now use, instead of a regular string, a template literal. So deleting the quote and deleting this. But now this is actually JavaScript. So a template literal is JavaScript. Therefore, let's enter JavaScript mode. Give it a save. And so for now, it is exactly what we had before. But now inside this template literal, we can, well, kind of enter the template literal JavaScript mode as well in this way. So remember that it's actually quite similar, the idea, than entering JavaScript mode inside of JSX, right? The difference here that in the template literal, to add some piece of code, we also need this one, right? So this $sign. But then here we can once again make use of our friend, the ternary operator. So we can say pizza object sold out. If yes, then here give us the string of sold out. But if not, then just an empty string. And this should be enough. And yeah, beautiful. So this is exactly what we were going for. So let's recap why this worked. So we have our template literal, and then here we simply write a JavaScript expression. And so then with the ternary operator, we check if this exists, and if so if this is true, then the result of this operator will be sold out. And so then this entire thing here becomes sold out, and then the string is exactly what we had before. So pizza space sold out. But if this is false, then we will simply return nothing here. So then the string is just pizza, which is, well, what we have here in all of these cases. So you see here the class is just pizza, with the space, of course, that we have here, but that's no problem at all. And then here we have pizza sold out. Great. So this is how we conditionally set some CSS classes onto elements. So all without using the class list property that we would have to use in vanilla JavaScript. And for this down here, remember in vanilla JavaScript, we would have to do some DOM manipulation with the text content property or inner HTML or something like that. But here, with the declarative nature of JSX and React, everything becomes just a little bit easier and nicer to work with. And now just one final detail. Let's come here to our public folder, and in the index.html, we will want to set now the title of the document. So here we have Fast React Pizza Co., but here it just says the default React app, which is a bit ugly. So let's say Fast React Pizza Co. And that's it. So with this, we actually finished our application and our very first project. So congratulations for making it all the way here until the end of this long section. And now, just to finish the section, we will have a lecture to review everything that we just learned, because it was a lot. And then finally, there is another coding challenge waiting for you, just so you can practice again what you learned here over the last few lectures. But before going there, I would invite you to once again check out the entire code that we wrote here together, see how all the components are related, and really check out again everything that you learned, even before checking out that summary lecture that's going to follow. And then after that, of course, watch that lecture to really drive the message home.